There we go. Pop that up there. All right, let's get. So we're on Periscope. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook Live. Look at all you guys jumping on. Appreciate that. Alex and Valerie and Brian and Gil, Laura and Sandy and Richard. All right, you can get interactive, make your points, and tell me what you're thinking. Hey, Wally, dig in this weather. Be safe, but don't stop living and have fun. Yeah, I don't know who's stopping living, but you guys are crazy. There's people who've told me, yeah, I would take a cruise. I'd take that discount and go with it. Not going to ruin my vacation. You're out of your freaking mind. I've canceled my trip to New York. It makes no sense. You're taking any unnecessary risk by flying in an airplane at this point. If you think otherwise, you're just not really paying attention. We're broadcasting on Facebook Live, brought to you by the David Powell Insurance Group. #1 Allstate agent in all of San Antonio. #1. You see that wagon, number one? Top 5% in the entire freaking country. 257-0117. There you go. Call them up. You can tweet the show as well. Take part in the poll question of the day. Have we seen the last of the San Antonio Spurs for the season? Hello, Brian. This is an awful day for some moneymakers. Yes, if you're a sports betting fan, you got nothing to bet on. There's one sport that's left, believe it or not. But if you're a stock market guy, this is the time to buy. The Dow, again, dropped over 2,000 points today. It's down 10% since this whole thing started. Craziness. Craziness. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. G. Kenneth Grimes says the sky is falling. I don't know what that means. Do you think this is all a media hoax? Are you one of those jackasses who think this is a media hoax? That this is fake news? Are you freaking kidding me? I just tweeted it out. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can. I'm getting off the topic here, just because I'm tired of jackasses. I really have no need for idiots. Okay, here's the latest numbers. This is from the CDC. We have 127,000 global cases. We have over 4,700 deaths. In the United States, we have 1,323 confirmed cases. Obviously, the president doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. The president's the biggest moron we've ever had in the Oval Office. That's pretty clear if you have a straight mind. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You can't even test half of these people. And then the NBA players, how the hell did the NBA players get tested like that? And there's people out there that still can't get tested. So we only have 1,323 people that have confirmed to have the coronavirus, but there's probably more than that. And there's been at least 39 dead because of this. Italy has 15,000 plus confirmed cases, over 1,000 dead. Iran has over 10,000 confirmed cases, 429 dead. Yeah, this is not serious. No, it's just the flu. Take some what the hell is it called? Terraflu? Go take Tamiflu or whatever and you'll be fine. You jackasses. My God, people are just so stupid. Alex says NFL is going to make a killing this weekend. John Williams, no NBA 30-day suspension. Yes, John, we all know that. If you're a sports fan, if you're tuning into the show, I'm not going to bore you with all of the closures and all the cancellations. Just put it this way, everything has been canceled. March Madness is canceled, baseball's canceled, spring training's canceled, basketball's canceled, everything's canceled. So we can all go on. All right, so the question is, though, have you seen the last of the San Antonio Spurs? Do you think they'll play again? And that brings me to the opening segment, brought to you by Wallys Deli Food Truck, one of the highest-rated food trucks in all of San Antonio. It's crazy. If you want to come visit and you want to have lunch or perhaps dinner probably this weekend, Saturday night, I'm at West Creek. The Villages of West Creek at 1604 and Military Highway, about a mile outside of 1604. Come see me, get a sandwich, let's chat, let's have some fun. Come out, keep me company, and again, Saturday night from 4 to 11 p.m. There's music, games, all kinds of crap out there. So come on out. All right, let's get to it. Topic number one, I'll give you the good news of the day. Cole High School has advanced to the state finals this afternoon. They defeat Peaster ISD 58-44 over at the Alamo Dome. But the question is, why the hell did UIL play this game in the first place? Are they bulletproof? What the hell are they thinking? Why did they play this game? Why did the UIL play this game at the Alamo Dome? It makes no freaking sense. Brian Durnan says the Rampage done permanently. Who cares? We know that. Spurs should fold the season even if they resume. Okay, I completely disagree with that. Anyway, I don't understand why the UIL played their high school basketball game today. It's just asinine, and just it went to my point that I made yesterday. Some people in Texas are just plain stupid. What can I tell you? And as we find out on a daily basis, there are idiots everywhere amongst us, and so no surprise. All the sports, with the exception of the XFL, are canceled. Okay, we'll just put the blanket statement on it. Everything but the XFL is canceled. So would anybody be surprised that these games will continue under the head of Vince McMahon? No, nobody will be shocked if they continue these games. And maybe we'll be shocked, but I mean, Vince McMahon's. I won't be surprised if they play. I won't be surprised. I really won't. As for the NBA, just surreal last night. If you're watching the NBA games, as I was last night, you watched it all go down live on television. The story changed what seemed like every second. It was the most compelling the NBA has ever been in the month of March ever. That's all there is to it. When will they return, though? Who knows? It's going to be at least 2 weeks. Obviously, you have quarantine, as you have Donovan Mitchell now testing positive for the coronavirus, joining his teammate Rudy Gobert. But here's the question. How will the NBA come back and play regular season games and then have their final, their entire lineup of playoff games and then get ready for the Olympics? How is that going to happen? There's no way that can happen. So you would think that the regular season will get cut at some point, but can you go right to the playoffs? I don't know if you can do that either. So what do? Do you play 3 or 4 games? Well, how do you go about doing that? Because then it's not fair to some teams who maybe get an easier 3-4 games than the other team does, and they make the playoffs and you don't. So how is that going to be fair? They got a lot of questions to answer, the NBA, when they decide that the coast is clear and they can come back. I don't know if there's a right way to do this, but they're going to have to figure it out. I would not be shocked if the regular season is scrapped. They will then play 3 or 4 exhibition games to get their teams ready for the playoffs, and then you move on from there. Because how do you schedule? At what point? What makes it the right time to pick it up, the schedule, and go from there and then go into the playoffs? I don't think there's an answer there. Shot in the Dark SA says Spurs should just focus on losing every remaining game. As I said, nobody will be shocked if there is no more NBA regular season games. But I just don't know if you're going to put regular season games back on the schedule, at what point do you pick up the schedule? And at what point is that then fair to everyone that is trying to make the playoffs or trying to get into a certain spot in the lottery? I don't know how you make that, other than these are the games that are played. Let's play a couple of exhibition games, and then we'll go from there and then start the playoffs. I think that's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the way they go. Pete Delgado says, Greater Helotes Little League has suspended play until March 30th. Okay. I'm surprised there was a Big East tournament game today, shut off at halftime. Yes, there was, at St. John's. We were all surprised by that, just as much as we were surprised UIL played Cole High School today. Donovan Mitchell was second Jazz player to test positive. John Williams, you are bringing old news to the table, brother. We all know this. But that's the one question for me is, what now? When do they come back? And when is it fair to come back for the other teams? That's what I don't know. Are gentlemen clubs still open, says Shot in the Dark SA. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. In fact, I did not pass one today on my way to food truck bill, so I did not do that. So that's the interesting part that remains here, is how will the NBA come back and start playing games? Will they play regular season games? Will they go to an exhibition game situation, which I think makes sense? Listen, if you haven't made the playoffs by now, tough crap. That's the way it goes. Because you can't then go and start the season at one point where, take the Spurs, for example. Say the Spurs are at the schedule where, and again, just for argument's sake, they have Cleveland in a back-to-back and then have to play the Golden State Warriors. Those are their 3 games, and they're all home. How would that be fair to everybody else? I don't think it would be. Asterisk on the 22-year playoff streak. No, they didn't make the playoffs. They're not good enough to make the playoffs. The streak is over. That's all there is to it. The Spurs shouldn't get it's an asterisk. Listen, you want to put an asterisk next to this season? Then you get one from 1999. How's that sound? You want that? You get an asterisk for the playoff season this year, then you also get one from 1999. Who wants that? Nobody. Nobody wants that. So, yeah, I'm not going there. That's all I got. Listen, we all know all the sports have been canceled. It's now about when will they get back. One of the note today that I saw, if you were thinking, well, why did they cancel March Madness? A conference, it's the CAA conference. One of their officials tested positive for the coronavirus. So, you're thinking, well, the kids aren't going to get it. Yeah, well, the referees could get it. And we saw one of the refs, Courtney Kirkland, I believe, tested positive. I don't remember if he did test positive or not. I think he did, but I'm not sure. So don't hold me to that. But the official could get coronavirus. Bandman, somebody says, can I borrow $15? Sure you can. Come on over to the house. Shot in the Dark SA says, do you think Fiesta will be postponed? Well, Fiesta is another month away or so, 4 weeks away, something like that. I think they have time to make that decision. They don't have to make it today. I don't think they, again, because they don't have to make that decision today, because the United States is doing, at least it appears to be doing the right thing by shutting down these groups and stuff like that. Maybe we can get a handle on this quicker. But again, you look at a place like Italy. I mean, Italy's got 15,000 confirmed cases. 2,600 of them are new. So, what are you going to do? Bam Master, what do you think about Curry practicing with the G League? The G League was canceled, so I don't know what that means. But that's all I got. Again, if you're just tuning in, for the most part, with the exception of the XFL, all the sports have been canceled. There's no March Madness. There's no NBA. There's no baseball until further notice. Whatever the startup dates is. As far as the Spurs are concerned, I think we've seen the last of them for the season. I'll be surprised if they play again this year. It just wouldn't make any sense, and I think it's too difficult to, here's one thing I'm just thinking as I'm thinking about this stuff. What they could do is they could pick up the regular season where it ended and go from there. C. Jones, 7th, what do you think about Tom Brady? I bet he could kick a field goal through the gap in your teeth. I bet you I could kick your ass. How about that, C. Jones? 1789. I'll bet you I can do that too. You can kick a field goal through. He can kick a field goal through my teeth, and then I can come over to your house and kick your ass. How about that? That sounds good. Okay, jackass, go yourself. So the Spurs, you could maybe pick up the Spurs regular season where it ended here, and then go from there. Kenneth Grimes, all it would take for President Trump to tweet Viva La Fiesta, and then it would be canceled in a heartbeat. All right, Kenneth Grimes, I see what your agenda is, so when I get a chance, I will make sure that I block you, because I don't want to hear all that stupid crap. But good for you. Here's the genius of social media, and especially in my case, where I don't work for anybody, I work for myself, so now I can just block whoever the hell I want to, and if you don't agree with me, or you're just an asshole, I can just cut you off and be gone with you. So, that's all there is to it. All right, with that being said, Kenneth Grimes brings the show to a screaming halt, because he's a complete jackass. So have a good afternoon, enjoy. I have never had a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer in a can. I'm going to try that and see how that goes. You look like Ted Cruz stuck a fork in a light socket. I do, see Jones, and I'm sure you look like a douchebag, so have a nice day. Is Pop going to Brooklyn? I don't know what they're going to do there. I don't know what Brooklyn's going to do. It looks like they want Tyronn Lue as their next head coach. That's the way it looks. All right, guys, have a good night. Peace out. Thanks for joining me on the broadcast. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out!